Silent Hill is back, for better or worse. Welcome to Inside Gaming, I am Jack, and it's weekend roundup time. Here we go. On Wednesday, October 19th, Konami put on a huge Silent Hill showcase where they debuted not one, but 4 Silent Hill games in development and a movie. The Silent Hill showcase kicked off with a pretty lengthy trailer for a Silent Hill 2 remake being developed by Bloober Team. Bloober. That's a name of a company. This rumor has actually been dreaded by many and all but confirmed for a while now, but the trailer actually looked pretty good, and more importantly, seems faithful to the original game, at least for now. Team Silent artist Masahiro Ito and composer Akira Yamaoka, who worked on the original Silent Hill 2, released way back in 2001 when most of y'all weren't alive, are returning to work on this all-new version of the game, which will include entirely rebuilt graphics, mocap performances, new VO, new music, and an over-the-shoulder camera. The Silent Hill 2 remake is being built in Unreal 5 and was teased as a PlayStation 5 timed exclusive that will eventually come to PC as well. The second game shown during the Silent Hill showcase was Silent Hill Townfall. As of right now, not much is known about the game. A short teaser set the tone with a staticky pocket CRT and a dramatic VO of a man asking, "Why are you here?" Silent Hill Townfall is being developed in partnership with Annapurna Interactive and No Code, an award-winning studio known for their games Observation and Stories Untold, which are essentially affecting first-person narrative adventure games. It's a unique direction for the franchise, but it seems like a good fit. No Code's creative director said more info will be released about Townfall next year. The third game revealed during the big livestream event, Silent Hill Ascension, seems to be an even bigger departure from the more traditional games in the franchise. Ascension is being described as a live Silent Hill event that will take place next year. That's horrifying. The game is being developed with a number of partners, including the gaming division of J.J. Abrams' production company, Bad Robot, Behavior Interactive, the studio behind Dead by Daylight, and streaming software tools developer Genvid. According to an interview during the live stream, the game is a real-time interactive series where fans can participate in scenes and change the outcome of the story. It was said repeatedly during the stream, quote, "There is no reset button." But yeah, it basically feels like a Twitch plays Pokemon type situation. Twitch plays Silent Hill. Horrifying. Finally, the fourth game revealed during the showcase was Silent Hill F. Pay your respects. This one was also heavily rumored about for a while, and is likely where some leaked images came from earlier this year, which got a lot of people excited. Silent Hill F will be the first major title in the series in over a decade, and is believed to take place in 1960s Japan. It features an abandoned rural Japanese town covered in creepy plant stuff that also appears to grow on or out of people. Ew. It's a pretty unique aesthetic, especially for a Silent Hill game, and super unsettling for sure. Yeah, don't eat while playing this one. A cinematic trailer is all Konami had to show for now, and like the other games, this one is also being developed by a partnered studio. NeoBards Entertainment is helming Silent Hill F and are known primarily as a support studio, who have most recently helped out with the Resident Evil franchise and Square Enix Avengers game. If you are wondering why Konami has suddenly decided to start making Silent Hill games again, well, that was actually explained during the Silent Hill transmission event, and it has to do with the newly announced and aptly named movie, Return to Silent Hill. The director of the original Silent Hill movie, Christoph Gans, basically decided he wanted to make another Silent Hill film, and alongside returning producer Victor Hadida, convinced Konami to let them do it, which in turn got Konami to spin up the synergy machine and accept a handful of the hundreds of pitches they've been getting from a multitude of studios. So Silent Hill is officially back, and there are a lot of reasons to be excited, but there are also some concerns too. Mainly, there's been a lot of criticism of Bloober Team taking on the Silent Hill 2 remake. This is largely because Silent Hill 2 is considered one of the greatest survival horror games of all time, but also because Bloober Team has been under all sorts of fire over the last few years for a number of different things. The two biggest being their overuse of commonly used mechanics and tropes in their horror games, and how their game narratives irresponsibly approach difficult subject matter like trauma, abuse, and mental illness. Particularly in the medium, many players felt the game's story expected them to empathize with the main antagonist, a child abuser, while victims of abuse and trauma were villainized. In short, the media basically concludes with an ideology that the only option for someone who has been traumatized is death. So this has led to a lot of takes on social media of people being very excited for Silent Hill 2 to get a remake, but then very weary of how Bloober Team might somehow destroy or invalidate the very strong emotional core and narrative themes found in one of the best survival horror games ever made. Alright, we have some more stories to get to first, but let's talk about Honey. Today's episode of Weekend Roundup is sponsored by Honey, the easy way to save when shopping on your iPhone or computer. You know how we all shop online, probably more than we realize, and it can really add up, especially if you don't have some type of promo code or discount ready to go at checkout. Thanks to Honey, manually searching for coupon codes is a thing thing of the past. Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart. It's super easy. Shop at your favorite online stores. When you check out, the Honey button appears and all you have to do is click Apply Coupons. Easy as that. Wait a few seconds and if Honey finds a working coupon, you'll watch the prices drop. Honey is awesome. I've been using Honey for literally years now. Every time I'm shopping for anything online, I'm going on flights, whatever I'm looking for, Honey's always there, and it does some really cool tracking stuff too, which if you shop in some of those larger groups, it'll show you sort of how prices have gone. It's a neat little thing they don't talk about a whole lot, but I love it because you can kind of track stuff. It's great. It doesn't just work on your desktop, it works on your iPhone too. Just activate it on Safari on your phone and give it a go. If you don't have Honey, you could be missing out, but if you do have it, you could be supporting this very show. That helps us out a lot. Get Honey for free today at joinhoney.com/inside. That's joinhoney.com/inside. All right, back to the stories. You may have recently found yourself wondering, whatever happened to the big 2022 PlayStation Showcase? We are past summer, and sure, last year Sony did it in September, but October's almost over, so what gives? Well, an industry insider has come forward claiming that Sony may actually cancel their big 2022 showcase to prevent strengthening Microsoft's standing with market regulators to purchase Activision Blizzard. Remember, we talked about that last week. According to Millie A, who has a decent track record, quote, the ongoing CMA investigation for Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard has indeed delayed any showcase plans for Sony. Exclusive titles and first-party IP weren't locked in. Sony believed a showcase will add weight to Microsoft's arguments. Silent Hill and Kojima's Who Am I reveal were part of the show. Millie added, quote, the initial announcement of the showcase was scheduled for October 11th, with the showcase taking place on October 20th. Sony holding firm for now. So yeah, obviously that didn't happen, and we're past that date, and it makes a lot of sense if it's true. Basically, Sony has been protesting the acquisition in multiple regions, which could potentially hinder the deal. Sony's basic argument is that Microsoft making Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox would be anti-competitive and harm the entire industry as a result. Of course, that stance doesn't hold as much water if you then go and host a big showcase showing off your own exclusive titles. In other PlayStation news, Sony has revealed the release date and price for their new Dualsense Edge controller. If you're not familiar with this, it's basically a PS5 Pro Controller, which could be compared to the Xbox Elite Series controllers. I love those controllers. In addition to haptic feedback and adaptive triggers, the Dualsense Edge has entirely new swappable analog stick modules, customizable caps, mappable back buttons, adjustable trigger links, custom profiles that can be saved, a dedicated button that opens the controller settings, and a braided USB cable that locks. You gotta love the braided cables. All of those fancy features come in a neat little case, but here's the kicker. The controller launches globally on January 26th for $200 US. That's half the price of a digital PS5, in the US at least. That's a lot for a controller. The next Sims game has been announced. Well, sort of. On Tuesday, October 18th, there was a Sims Summit, say that 3 times fast, and at the end of it, Lindsay Pearson, the VP of Franchise Creative for The Sims, shared a very early look at the next iteration of The Sims, tentatively titled Project Renee. Pearson said, quote, we are building the next generation Sims game and creative platform. She then proceeded to show off very cool new creative tools for the franchise. In a short clip, we see a bed that can be customized with modular pieces, as well as a couch. A couch! You can even reposition the pillows, which is kind of wild if you've ever played The Sims or even Animal Crossing. Who would thought? Pillow moving technology. We've hit the pinnacle. Project Renee will also support co-op and cross-platform play, which will allow players to create and decorate together, which seems like a given, but remember The Sims 4 originally came out in 2014, almost a decade ago. A lot has changed since then. Speaking of which, The Sims 4 is getting 2 new expansions in 2023, and it went free to play earlier this week, so go get your Sims on. The green diamond thing. Both Minecraft and Halo are getting big updates. Starting with Minecraft, on October 15th, the annual Minecraft Live event revealed a ton of new details and plans for Minecraft 1.2, which will release sometime next year. The splashiest update announced was the addition of camels to the game. Finally, camels! Camels can be used to traverse flat areas more easily and keep you safe from mobs, but also 2 players can ride them at the same time. Let's go for a ride. Bookshelves are getting an update that will allow you to actually use them, like bookshelves. Hey, that's what you do. You can store books and retrieve them, written books, enchanted books, quills. Throw them on your bookshelf. Bamboo boats, hanging signs, 7 new default skins, and a whole mess of other stuff will also be added to the game. As for Halo Infinite, a big winter update is right around the corner. It drops November 8th and will bring online network co-op, the Forge map building tool, a new XP progression system, 2 new multiplayer maps, and a free battle pass. Oh man, we could get some Halo horse going again. The XP system helps you complete the battle pass faster, and if you were wondering about local campaign co-op, well, development on it was canceled last month. Oh, and Season 3 is delayed again. Huzzah! Hey, so we put it out there to see what we should do with this section of the show, and you guys said, hey, make something new! So we're gonna go over a couple ideas, but starting next week, there'll be a new short segment here. We're talking about maybe some comment stuff, so leave a positive comment. Maybe I'll talk about it next week. We'll see, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm still here. That's a good sign. That's all I really care about. Let's get to some games. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord. Gird on your sword, don your armor, summon your followers, and ride forth to win glory on the battlefields of Calradia. Establish your hegemony and create a new world out of the ashes of the old. Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord comes to the PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on October 25th. Victoria 3. Build your ideal society in the tumult of the exciting and transformative 19th century. Balance the competitive interests in your society and earn your place in the sun. And Victoria 3 out on PC on October 25th. Arkanoid Eternal Battle. Arkanoid, really? Discover or rediscover the emblematic block breaker game in a fully modernized version. Classic elements from the franchise make a comeback with a brand new look, new rules, as well as new effects, bonuses, and features. Arkanoid Eternal Battle comes to the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch on October 27th. Gunfire Reborn is a level-based adventure game. Control heroes with unique abilities to experience diverse builds and use various weapons to explore procedurally generated levels. Everything is procedurally generated now. Gunfire Reborn comes to the Xbox Series X on October 27th. Moonshine Incorporated. Build your unlawful empire directly under the authorities' nose with 100+ recipes, real fermentation methods, and processes recreated. Moonshine 8 comes to the PC on October 27th. Signalis is a classic survival horror experience set in a dystopian future where humanity has uncovered a dark secret. Unravel a cosmic mystery, escape terrifying creatures, and scavenge an off-world government facility. Signalis comes to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC on October 27th. Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Sackboy burst into action on PC in a huge 3D multiplayer platforming adventure stuffed with collaborative, chaotic, and joyful fun. Sackboy: A Big Adventure comes to the PC on October 27th. Saturnalia is a game inspired and heavily influenced by the folklore of Sardinia, Italy. Play as an ensemble cast and explore an isolated village of ancient ritual. Saturnalia comes to the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One, and Switch on October 27th. Star Ocean: The Divine Force. Raymond Lawrence's spaceship is attacked by the Pan-Galactic Federation, and he crash lands on an underdeveloped planet where he meets Princess Letitia. Together, they set off on an adventure that will shake the foundations of the entire universe. Star Ocean: The Divine Force comes to PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on October 27th. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor-Martyr is a grim action RPG. Enter the chaos-infested Caligari sector and purge the unclean with the most powerful agents of the Imperium of Man. Warhammer 40k Inquisitor-Martyr comes to the PS5 and Xbox Series X on October 27th. Bayonetta 3. Mysterious life forms appearing to be neither angel nor demon are ravaging our world. Bayonetta, the omnipotent witch, is here to stop them in an all-new over-the-top climax action game. Bayonetta 3 comes to the Switch on October 28th. Live by the Sword Tactics is an unashamedly old-school tactical RPG with modern gameplay ideas. You control two brothers who must traverse the kingdom to stop it from falling into the darkness of conflict. Live by the Sword Tactics comes to the Xbox One and Switch on October 28th. Resident Evil Reverse. Beloved Resident Evil characters clash in a fight to the death. Test your skills against other players in 6-person deathmatch battles. Resident Evil Reverse comes to the PC, PS4, and Xbox One on October 28th. Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion. Players saw Rose as a baby in the main story of Resident Evil Village. This DLC will show her story of survival 16 years after the original campaign. It also includes third-person mode and new mercenaries content. Resident Evil Village Winter's Expansion hits the PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, and PC. I don't think it hits the Stadia anymore. You guys. I don't think it hits the Stadia anymore. And finally, last but not least, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 drops players into an unprecedented global conflict that features the return of the iconic operators of Task Force 141 or 141. From small-scale, high-stakes infiltration tactical ops to highly classified missions, players will deploy alongside friends in a truly immersive experience. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 comes to the PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, and Xbox One on October 28th. All right, that's all the news for this week. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thanks for having me back. Hopefully, I'm not the worst. We'll figure out something next week. I know I'm not as funny as the last guy, but hey, I'm just gonna stop. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.